Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce the Commanding General of the Maneuver Center of Excellence, Major General Patrick Donahoe.
Hey, thanks, Brent. Hey, first off, thanks so much for coming in to do this in person. Right, we fought for the last couple of months to ensure that we could do a conference where we had key leaders able to come in, able to have the sidebar discussions that really add the richness to these type of conferences, while also maintaining the value of the virtual attendance and our ability to pull folks in from really around the globe virtually. And so I think we've struck a pretty healthy balance of that with the way we've got this conference structured. And so, I really like this kind of intro tape with General Milley talking about the changing character warfare. And that's really what we're going to wrestle with today. It's really looking at the changing character warfare, how things are occurring, the confluence of geopolitical change and friction and emerging technologies that have military application. And so if we think about where we are in a historical parallel, we may be, just as General Milley alludes, we may be at the end of a year or a near century of great power, peace, and competition, and maybe at the portion of embarking on great power conflict. And that's what we need to be prepared for, as if it was 1903 going into the cataclysm of the First World War in 1914. How do we prepare our forces to be able to fight that level of conflict and really, through that preparation, hopefully deter other great powers from challenging us, whether that is in Eastern Europe or that's in the Indo-PACOM arena. And so we're gonna walk through a series of speakers today that really about challenging our assumptions of how the world works geopolitically, and then how we're seeing the impact of technologies and formations on our ability to fight. Then tomorrow we're going to talk about modernization, how we're modernizing our Army looking at these challenges. And we're going to have a great presenter from the UK give us another perspective of one of our critical allies of how they're modernizing their formations. And then on the third day, we're going to look specifically at how these play out in the Indo-PACOM region. And that's going to be a great series of discussions with General Flynn talking to us, but also I think a real good, clear-eyed look at the role of land power, the role of the Army forces in the Pacific is going to be given to us by Chris Smith from our Australian partnership out in the Pacific. And so it's really should be a great 3 days of challenging our assumptions so that we can sharpen our argument for the centrality of the close combat force, not only to what we see emerging in the world, but this understanding of warfare, the crucible of ground combat, the last mile of combat to impose our will on our adversaries only is done through the application of the tank infantry team to seize critical terrain after defeating our enemies on the ground and then controlling populations. That's how we deliver sustainable political outcomes for the country, right? The T.R. Fehrenbach quote, fly over a land forever, bomb it, atomize it. It's not until we put our sons and daughters in the mud. So that's what these 3 days are to do. Challenge our assumptions and then talk about the centrality of land power. So I really look forward to today. We're gonna kick it off with General Funk, cap it off with the Sergeant Major of the Army, so it's going to be pretty awesome. And sir, we're going to turn back to Brent. Brent's going to give your intro, and then you're going to start us off on a sprint.